All right, let's see what law enforcement and the government has planned for me today. They have, it's 8 o'clock, 8:44. They have both neighbors upstairs tapping and banging on the walls to my office. And then when I walked into the office closet, they had 244 Gateberry and the Visa exchange students tapping and banging on the other wall. The same exact sound as 2448 Gateberry banging on the other side of the wall. And what they do is they wait till, depending on which side of the room I'm on, to alert to which wall to bang on. So that's been going on this morning. You saw what was happening last night while I was trying to take my CE. So I'm going today to try to do it again. And basically, you see what's going on. The United States government continues to harass and gang stalk me. The judges haven't done anything. No one has addressed anything. Law enforcement, I already told you, said what they're doing is not illegal, including them staging a raid with the trust that they set up over here with the household over here who are doctors. They rent their home out to law enforcement, so law enforcement can gang stalk and target civilians. The same thing as 2443, Kuda Lama and Whale Lama that live in Miami. So they live in Miami, Biscayne Drive, and then they have basically coordinating with the government to have the government gang stalk and terrorize black people. So that's what's going on today. There's a little security camera they put up after they stopped everyone from walking through here at night, shooting my home up with pellets. Now they just do it from their balconies. United States government. And then they always put a flag out to alert you who's part of the program. So that's not for patriotism. That's for gang stalking United States civilians. That's what they use the flag for. United States government. And then yesterday, after I recorded the video of the officer, when the two were in front of Brooklyn Deli, and the reason why, of course, Brooklyn Deli, because in the book that they're gang stalking me with, it says the word Brooklyn. So, of course, they're going to come park under a Brooklyn sign. So they came and parked on the Brooklyn Deli sign. And then at 11:01, they had someone drive by, gun their engine. And then at 11:11, the police officer drove his car behind my vehicle with his lights on, and then he went and parked over to the side. And then I showed you around 11:30 or whatever time that was, when he pulled back to the side and was sitting at the side watching me. And I just turned my camera on and put my camera to the side so you guys can see what they were doing. This goes on 24/7 nonstop. They refuse to stop using government resources to target and terrorize people because, of course, it's approved by the government for them to target and terrorize United States civilians. So that's what they're doing. This witness intimidation has been going on for a while. That's the bank that they had someone go in to defraud my account, First Horizon. It was Georgia Commerce, and then they changed it to First Horizon, but it's the same management. And they coordinate with the United States government to target civilians. So they had the people calling me a couple of times from the bank talking about, there's people in here trying to cash checks. Did you authorize? And I was like, no, I didn't authorize. I haven't written any checks to anybody in Atlanta. And they were like, oh, well, the person said they're going. I said, well, who is it? And they said, oh, well, let me go get their ID. Well, the person said they're going to Jason's Deli to get something to eat, and they're coming back. And I said, well, can I come down there so I can file, a police report? They said, oh, no, we're going to take care of it here. And they said, oh, well, the person never came back. And then I had to call law enforcement to my home to take a police report. And so they came, took a police report, and so that was given to Detective Matthews. And then they went to another bank, and then they called and harassing me. And at the same time they were doing this, the IRS was freezing my account. So this is the nonsense that I have to deal with from the United States government that has been going on nonstop 24/7 that I keep telling you guys about. It's going on. Okay. See, this is Brooklyn Deli, where they were stalking me at yesterday. United States government. And this parking lot, they turned it into a Publix. Previously, it was Kroger's. So this was a Kroger's parking lot where they were over here gang stalking me, having Chambly police author fraudulent police report, harassing me with sirens, going to get water and snacks. The United States government said, turn on your sirens and act like a fool, driving down the street with your horns blaring, laying on the horns in front of her home, but just go to get water and snacks. So I recorded them getting water and snacks. So they filed a complaint against me saying that I was stalking them through the streets of Atlanta. And I said, that's not true. If you look at the security camera, you can see they drove by my home. Several minutes later, I get into my car and I said, let me go see where all these daily nonstop fires that are going on 24/7 in the neighborhood. So I'm driving. I said, well, I knew they went this way. So I'm looking around. I don't see them. I don't see the truck. I don't see the engines. And so I drive down the street. I don't see anything. So I turn back around. And as I turn back around, I look over and I see them here at the parking lot. So I walk over here. I get out. I take my camera and I'm like, okay, let's see if they're going to bring someone out. I'm waiting. No one comes out. So then I walk inside to the teller area, the cashier area, and I look over, and they're in there buying snacks, water and snacks. And then one of the firefighters walks up to my camera, waves at it, puts his hands in front of my face and my camera, waves at it, and walks out the door. So I didn't say anything to him. I just kept recording. Okay. So then I'm recording all of them getting their snacks, getting into the truck. And then all of a sudden they take off. Okay. Next thing I know, they filed a complaint saying that I was stalking them. And then Chambly firefighters issued a trespass warning when I went to the Chambly firefighter station to report them because what they were doing was illegal. And so they, with Chambly police, coordinated and issued me a trespassing warning. And you see that on the internet. So this is what I've been, and that was in 2020 or 2021. So this has been going on that long. Everybody's aware of it. Everybody knows that they're lying, and they refuse to do anything. They just continue to double down. The United States government.